Are you too old to be jumping rope? That's a question that we get asked often. So in today's video, first of all, welcome Jarity athletes, ladies and gentlemen. In today's video, we're going to be focusing on our more experienced group of people within the Jarity communities, which is seniors, or I would just say, just for all intensive purposes, people who are 60 and older who want to learn how to jump rope properly, get their form down, get in better shape, and just be healthier. This video is for you. And just to let you know, if you're coming to this video as a senior, we have plenty of people in their 60s, 70s, 80s, even 90s who are jumping rope currently. So it's definitely doable, but let's get into some things that we're going to cover in today's video. So today we're going to be talking about why you would want to start jumping rope if you're a senior, or what the benefits of jumping rope are, some safety tips on getting started and avoiding injury, the equipment that you're going to need. Then we're going to get into a little bit of like just some basic jump rope moves and actual practice. And then at the end, we're going to finish up with showing you how to progress so that you can make this a part of your regular routine. First of all, let's talk benefits, all right? If you're a senior, I think that jumping rope is one of the best exercises that you can do, mainly because if you are getting older, in order to stay alive for a long time and have a high quality of life, you need to move your body. But if you do too intensive workouts, you could end up injuring yourself and then you can't move, which is not good. So I feel like jump rope provides a sort of light but effective way for you to stay healthy as you age. So a couple of the benefits. It boosts cardiovascular health, which you need a healthy heart as you get older. Improves bone density. This is my favorite one, and I think it's really important because this little motion of jumping up and down actually helps to strengthen the bones, which could not be, like I said, more important as you age, to avoid things like osteoporosis. Jump rope also enhances your balance and coordination because let's face it, as you start to age, just doing basic tasks or going up the stairs can get sort of difficult. So I think jump rope just helps to train the body to be a human and be okay just doing daily basic things. It engages multiple muscle groups and it's relatively fun and accessible. All right, but now I'm not calling you old, but because you are a little bit more experienced, one of the biggest sections that we're going to talk about today is how to get started and how to avoid injury so that, like I said, you can make this part of your regular routine. First of all, you have to start slow. This is something I'm going to get into in a later section, but you need to start out by just doing 20 to 30 second sets of jump rope, resting maybe 30 seconds or even up to 45 seconds, even up to a minute. But I want you to start to get used to jumping over the rope for very short increments, and you're going to start to build from there. But again, you can't come out of the gate doing 5-10 minutes at a time, because chances are you're probably going to injure yourself. Number two, you have to listen to your body. And specifically, I feel like a lot of people say listen to your body, and it's like, what does that mean? If your body is starting to hurt because you're jumping rope, then stop jumping rope and immediately consult your doctor. Your doctor's the one who's going to be able to tell you what level of exercise makes sense for you. So if there's any level of pain, I would stop. I would not push through it. I'd recommend talking to your doctor to see what they'd recommend in terms of workload and frequency. Now, this goes for anyone, but especially if you're a senior, you're going to want to find a soft surface to jump on. So using something like a jump rope mat, a wooden gym floor, very thin carpet, something like that. I wouldn't recommend just jumping on concrete because that's going to be a lot harder on your joints. Next up, in order to avoid injury, you're going to need to have proper posture. So we talk about this a lot on the channel, but starting from the toes, that just means being up on the balls of your feet or your toes, not coming more than 1 to 2 inches off the ground. Your knees are slightly bent, absorbing the impact. As you come up your body, as you can see here, your elbows should be in as far as they can go. Your wrists are jutting out evenly at the sides of your hips. Your palms are facing open like this, and your wrists and forearms are controlling the motion of the rope and keeping it tight. Going up to the shoulder blades, they should be pulled back a little bit. Your chest is out, your head is straight up, and your eyes are looking forward, not at your feet. Next up, proper footwear is key. Now this one hits kind of close to home because my mom started jumping rope and she's had some issues with foot pain. And now I'm not saying it's just, the shoes that someone's wearing. Obviously she was wearing athletic shoes to do this, but foot pain is especially something that I see with older people, them struggling with. So you want to make sure that you have tennis shoes basketball shoes, running shoes, very supportive shoes in addition to the soft surface like I talked about. Basically, you don't want to do this in your bare feet on concrete. The next one is you want to make sure that you're hydrated and you want to make sure that your blood sugar is okay, meaning you should eat before doing a workout. Now, obviously, I don't think that you should stuff yourself, but I think that throughout the day, you should be eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, and even a granola bar before a workout can be really good just to make sure that you have enough energy to complete it. Lastly, you got to warm up. So we have a couple warm-ups on this channel. Just type in Jump Rope Dudes warm up. We also have on there, we have our injury prevention playlist on this channel. That just gives you some more like stretches and yoga poses that you can do before and after your jump rope workout to avoid injury. All right, part 3. Here's the equipment that I would recommend. First, you're gonna need a jump rope. Now, I would recommend one with a little bit of weight. The one that we use is the cross rope. This is the best one that I've found on the internet for fitness and weight loss. We even have the link linked up here if you wanna get it. And we do have a little discount code, which you can save a little money if you use our link. But yeah, you're gonna want a little bit of a weighted rope. And the reason being, when you're spinning the rope around, if it has a little bit of weight to it, you can feel the feedback of the rope, which is training your feet to jump over it. And if you're not ready to do that, you can start with something like ropeless. Ropeless is a really good option where you don't necessarily have to even be leaving the ground or focusing on skipping over the rope yet, but you can still get a really effective upper body workout and start to understand what it feels like to jump rope. At the end of this section here, you're gonna see a link where you can get all the things that I'm talking about. Next up, like I said, I would recommend a jump rope mat. Not only will this help to save your joints and prevent injury, but it will also help to save you money because it's going to protect your ropes. If you are constantly jumping on concrete, you're going to wear through your ropes, you're going to break them, then you're going to have to buy more. It's going to be annoying. I would recommend some kind of mat. And last but not least, you're going to need shoes, like I mentioned before. Basketball, running, or cross trainers is what I'd recommend. All right, guys, now I actually want you to stand up, and you can do this with me, whether it's on your phone or your TV. So to get started jumping rope, the first thing I want you to do is just jump up and down on both feet. Again, using that good form like I talked about. See how I'm up on my toes, knees are slightly bent, absorbing the shock, elbows are in, shoulder blades back, eyes looking straight forward. And we're just gonna get used to this rhythm of jumping. Before we even incorporate the rope, I just want you to get used to jumping in that same rhythm. So another thing I do to help me out, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Next thing we're gonna do, grab your rope. I want you to do the same jumps, but we're just gonna swing the rope to the side. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I want you to try and match the rope close to when your feet touch the ground, because we'll start getting used to skipping over it shortly, and you can switch hands too, but I just want you to do this to start feeling the rope coming around. Good. Now, we are going to hop over the rope. So what I want you to do, we're gonna make this super simple. Rope's in front of you, it's down at the ground, have your hands down here. Just step through like this. We're just gonna do one hop, okay? So one hop, keep the elbows in. Let's go. Good. And then stop. All I want you to do is continue repeating this motion until it starts to feel comfortable. So 1, stop. 1, stop. Then you can move up to 2. 1, 2, stop. 1, 2, stop. Again, nice and light. We don't have to get, this isn't a crazy workout or anything. 1, 2, stop. Try to keep your rope as tight as possible. I say that because that last rep, my rope is a little bit loose. Try to keep the rope as tight as possible. 1, 2, good. Another thing too that we've talked about in other videos, you don't want to double jump. So I don't want to see you going like this. Jump, 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 jump. We want to do one spin of the rope for every single hop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And yeah, let's put that together and just try to do like 10 to 20 skips and then stop and just keep repeating this pattern until it starts to feel comfortable. Nice and easy. And if you're feeling up for it, you can try to start doing some different variations like running in place, which is just alternating your feet. But if you're not ready for that, totally fine. I'm just speaking to people who already feel like they're ready for that, or alternating weight, doing something like the boxer skip like this. But again, if you just need to start with regular bounce and keep it there, totally cool. All right, and the last part of this video, how do I progress once I have the basic bounce down? So what I'd recommend doing is you don't want to do too much. Like I said, if you come out of the gate and you start doing too much, you will injure yourself, and I don't want that to happen because jumping rope could potentially change your life for the better. So I want to make sure that you're able to do it. What I'd recommend doing is starting out 20 to 30 seconds. You can pick either one, and I want you to jump rope for sets of 20 or 30 seconds, resting 30 seconds to a minute in between. Now, you're going to have to decide yourself what that is, but it's perfectly fine if you're starting out to do 20 seconds of jump rope and then rest a minute, and then 20 seconds of jump rope, take another minute. I want you to feel like you're challenging yourself, but you're not totally exhausted and you're not close to injuring yourself. So again, all I want you to do, 30 seconds, nice and light. Don't even worry about spinning the rope fast. Nice and light for 30. Then I want you to rest for, again, 30 seconds to a minute. Repeat this pattern for 10 to 15 minutes every other day. So it's important to take rest periods when you're starting out. This might seem like not enough at first, but the fine line that you want to be balancing on is challenging yourself without doing too much, because jumping rope after the first couple of months, your body is going to start to get used to it. Whereas if you start out doing 30 seconds, in a couple of months, it's going to be a lot easier for you to do sets of 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, but you have to make sure that your body's ready before you do that. Also, some other resources, make sure you check out our videos on eating and diet, because diet plays a very important role in not only jumping rope and losing weight and getting a good body, but preventing injury and making sure that you're ready for these jump rope workouts. Like I said, the jump ropes are all linked up in the description below, along with all the equipment. And to anyone who just needs a little bit more guidance and accountability, we do have the JRD app. So the JRD app is just an ad-free experience that you're not going to find on YouTube. Yo, what's going on, JRD athletes? Just got done doing a very torturous heavy rope workout and wanted to make you aware of the JRD app special that we have going on for May. We are offering $120 for an annual membership to the app. The link is jumpropedudes.com/JRD special. I would highly recommend hopping on this discount because the heavy rope program is coming out this summer, baby. So you can get in on that $120 discount. Honestly, the app's a great deal. Like, it's $120. You get every single program we've ever created. You get access to our nutrition system, our coaching and accountability forum, and it's just more efficient than the YouTube channel. So all of our programs are ad-free. You can do them anywhere, and it's actually in an app with the timers all set up nicely, and it just has a better experience than watching a YouTube video. But yeah, $120 annual membership, May 21st through June 1st, jumpropedudes.com/JRD special. And lastly, if you have any questions at all, I'm always checking comments and responding. So let me know, seniors, what questions do you have about jumping rope and how can I help? All right, good luck. Get back to me. Let me know how your journey's going and keep doing the thing.